Hey, what's up everybody? Wardrobe here. A little bit more OSG. I'm not going to do this every turn, but since it's my first time playing, I wanted to talk about my first. So I showed you the first French turn, now the first coalition turn. Lots more stuff happening, a little bit better understanding of the game, though I did make a pretty crucial mistake in my tactics because I kind of forgot about something. Where do I want to start? So these Russians over here, I was able to get some guys in command over here. The Russian leader, Sakin, that didn't even sound like a Russian name, but whatever. You know, I'm assuming he's Russian because it's brown. I think all the Russians are brown. Anyway, so were these guys out of command? Oh, I can't remember. Oh shoot, no, these guys got in command. No, they didn't. I think they're out of command actually. So this is funny. Haha. So these guys are all way far away to get in command, and I had to make a choice over here. Do I go with the commander's role and try to command these guys, or they're all threes, and do I try to roll four threes, or do I try to roll 4 3s to get them command as opposed to 1 3? So I gave it a shot, and they all failed. And I did also roll for the commander just to see if I would have passed, and I failed it too. And then these guys all failed over here too. And they're all threes. So that was cool. So they were all out of command. So this guy moved a little closer so we can at least get one of the guys in command later. And 1, 2, 3, 4. Oh, actually he can't. What happened there? Oh boy. Anyway, all right. So let's just talk about the Russian guy. So he moved over here. These guys, I lost my first full unit because there was a bombardment on those guys from the French across the river there, and they had to take a loss. It was a oh gosh, what was it? I did not want to retreat out of that hex because it would have left this town and this big bridge open, and because these guys were having trouble getting in command, I didn't want to take that chance. So I rolled for initiative, and he was able to reduce. So one guy, I kind of purposely lost some guys instead of retreating. So that's what I did there. This was pretty exciting over here. I had moved Klux, so Ney was over here, and Kuriel or whatever was over here as well. And so my initial thought was, and then these guys were over here, this big stack of Frenchies, and this guy was up here. So I put the 6 unit over here to attack Ney. This guy, the French bombarded him, saw him moving up down that hill, so they bombarded him, reduced him for the same reason. Kind of, they could have taken a loss or retreat. I didn't want him to retreat because I needed him for the attack. So I passed initiative and they reduced. So they're feeling the burden of that artillery attack. So that happened. And then these two, and then I had 10 points of artillery here. So 6 fired on Ney, reduced a unit. Again, forced to retreat, or it's a big result on the artillery table. They could retreat. They could retreat, or they could roll for initiative and then reduce. So I did that, and I reduced the guy because I wanted to keep that, stay on that side of the bridge. They also artilleried this guy and moved Kuriel back. He was advanced off this area here. So they backed past this stream. So then I combined arms attack and then forced Ney to actually retreat too. So they went back this way. So they took that Klux move into there. Over here, I'd kept this 5 here thinking, oh, he can defend against this guy, against a creek and in woods. Well, guess what? You have to attack across a creek with a thing. You have to attack when you're in enemy zone control. I don't play very many games like that, so I kind of forget about it. Well, lesson learned. So he had to attack 5 against 13.5, or 13. So it was a 1 to 3. And he had to retreat, attacker retreat 3, and in this game, defenders who are attacking can advance after combat, so they all attacked over. Artillery cannot fire over their own units, so the artillery just moved in there with them. Yeah, so there's that. So it was a pretty fun advance. So the French lost, and they gained. Oh, and I did also build this pontoon bridge. Not really sure why I did that. It's just fun to do, and now I do have a way to get off the bridge. I have Fismes and over that bridge, so that's cool. Oh boy, I'm forgetting something here. I do, yeah. So anyway, there's that. Oh, Napoleon's back here. I did move him back because I didn't mean to put him up on this hill where he would have been seen. These guys did take this hilltop here. They were actually able to get in command because you get a little bit of defense value being up there. I am tempted to move him so that he can see Napoleon, do his job as a recon, and try to check him out. Because again, if they see Napoleon, these guys can all leave the field of battle. So I need to move this guy, Napoleon, kind of back out of here. So I feel like I'm missing some of the rules. I can't believe it is this. I'm not going to say it's easy because there's a lot of little rules I'm forgetting and not doing. But I have some questions about command, like how they work, how they retreat, if they can roll for. Yeah, there's just little things here. And how to command them. Like, he was out of command. Can he roll for initiative and try to move? He's got an initiative number, but these big guys don't, so I'm not quite clear. Anywho. And does Blucher command this commander, Sakin? He's the overall commander, but I don't know. All right, there's some things like that, but it was fun. It's definitely a think through game. Like, there's some prep. You got to kind of prep yourselves for battle. I was really excited to have this artillery bombard and guys attack. I thought that was that's exactly how it's supposed to happen, it seems like to me. You know, except for this where I don't know what I would want to do here because I didn't want to leave that open. Either way, they would have, either way they would have lost this. Because if I didn't want him to attack it, at least he didn't lose steps. It would have been back here, and then he would have advanced in the next turn anyway. So I'm not really sure, you know, one or half dozen the other or whatever. So, but now he's way back here, which is a bummer. Alrighty. Oh, and I guess I didn't see anything that said these guys all can't attack together. Like, these two guys attacked, and they're, you know, Prussian and Russian. I don't know if that's allowed, but I did it. I did it anyway. Because they were all in command, so can they do that? So that's a good question. Alrighty. Thanks all. Like I said, I'll come back after like a few, maybe halfway point, and we can kind of see where we are and what I'm thinking of it. See if I've already given up and sold it on a lease project. So, all right, we'll talk to you. Bye.